Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
We are now officially less than 24 hours away from the event of a lifetime. We are 24 hours away from one of the most biggest spectacles in WWE history. It's going to be one of the most amazing, jam-packed, action-packed weekends in the WWE calendar year. WrestleMania is under 24 hours away, and we're not going to disappear. We're just going to keep appearing because the updates, the videos, it's going to have a domino effect. We're going to give you more developments, more videos, more uploads, more updates. We're going to give you more of what you have asked for and what you have come to expect right out of this very show. And remember to become a channel member if you want to help save and secure my future. It's so important. You know all the hustle and the time. You know everything that I put into this very channel. But with that being said, it's AM. It's morning. It's time to smell the coffee. It's time to wake and bake. It's time to get the eggs, the bacon, the ham, the sausage. It's time to get all those different things. Get all the ingredients lined up because we've got breaking news. We're going to have breaking news all day long as concerns WrestleMania and all the developments and all the backstage updates. According to PWN, WWE's creative team is moving forward with the open challenge concept for the Viper Randy Orton, though it's unclear on which night Orton's match will occur. Speculation about potential opponents includes Solo Sikoa, who confronted Orton on last week's Smackdown, as well as recently departed AEW stars Aleister Black, a.k.a. Malachi Black, and Rusev Romero. Goldberg's name has been brought up. Ryback, who is from Las Vegas. And we all know the WWE WrestleMania weekend will be in Las Vegas. The storyline intensified when Orton, frustrated by the lack of a WrestleMania match, delivered an RKO to the SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. On WWE's YouTube channel, Randy Orton said that he hopes to have an update on his WrestleMania 41 status on the special WrestleMania edition of SmackDown tonight, which will feature the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which will feature the championship on the line tonight on SmackDown. Now, this is going to be a very intriguing, this is going to be a very important, this should be a very interesting SmackDown on the Blue brand. But knowing that we got WrestleMania festivities, we got WrestleMania weekend, we got the Raw after WrestleMania, we got the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Is the WWE going to do anything interesting? Is the WWE going to do anything shocking on this edition of SmackDown tonight? We are only hours away until SmackDown, the Blue brand, on the USA Network tonight. And will the WWE do anything shocking? Will the WWE do anything out of the box? Will WWE come up with any situations tonight on SmackDown? And what is Randy Orton going to say? Also, breaking news on the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Now, we heard that Roman Reigns supports and has voted for Donald Trump. However, the backlash, the fallout of that has been absolutely off the chain. Roman Reigns is getting massive heat. He's in the, it's a scorcher right now, and it's not the good kind of scorcher. A lot of backstage heat, a lot of criticism. Roman Reigns has massive heat for supporting Donald Trump. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. That according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters this morning. Also this morning here on the Brash and the Brazen, guys, we are receiving word that for the first time in 6 months, their first match will go down. The first match will happen. The return of returns to a wrestling ring once again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. The Young Bucks' first match in 6 months will take place on next week's Dynamite against Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. AEW Dynamite Summer Blockbuster is set for June the 11th. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the AEW Collision results We saw a new champion's crown. Trent Beretta returns after 9 months away. Big E confirms that Rusev is returning to the WWE. Roman Reigns predicts that at least one of his sons will join WWE. Donald Trump gets honored with the Ulu Fala hours after the Roman Reigns story about Roman Reigns supporting Donald Trump, just hours away, under 24 hours away from WrestleMania. Also, we are receiving word right now. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, which he wasn't really Cody Rhodes at that time. He was more known as Stardust. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes last took place in April 2015 on Monday Night Raw, where John Cena beat him to retain the U.S. Championship. 10 years later, they will square off in the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE title, for the WWE Championship, the richest prize in the industry. It is on the line. A big return could take place in the post-WrestleMania 41 week. A huge return, a monumental return to the WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, Nick Khan on CM Punk being called a locker room cancer after his release. He is anything but a cancer to the locker room. Also, John Cena still says he still loves Vince McMahon. Despite all the backlash and all the chaos and all the criticism, John Cena is still loyal to Vince McMahon. And again, guys, say what you want to say. Agree or disagree, for him, against him. Whether, whatever dastardly, he isn't, remember, Vince McMahon, no matter what you think, the fact of the matter is, you don't put Vince McMahon there, there is no WWE, there is no WrestleMania. So, again, nobody's perfect, everybody has their wrongdoings, people got skeletons in their closets, but Vince McMahon is still supported by John Cena and multiple other WWE stars. Again, John Cena says he still loves Vince McMahon. I don't care who hears it. I love Vince. I'm not downplaying anything that needs to be decided or allegations of any kind. Whether he's innocent or whether he's guilty. But when I love somebody, I love them wholeheartedly. I know people are going to be angry about that, but they can't put their value on my relationship with someone that I love. So again, for Vince McMahon, there would be no John Cena. For Vince McMahon, there would be no Stone Cold The Rock. There would be no characters. There would be no storylines. There is not just no WrestleMania. There is no WWE without Vince McMahon at the helm. And that's just the way it is, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Now, also, CM Punk. You wonder about breaking news. CM Punk confirms WWE wants him for 5 more years, but CM Punk says he's not so sure about signing a 5-year contract. But CM Punk does say there's a lot left in the tank. He just doesn't know if it's 5 more years. Some people say that's a good thing, but some people say there would be a lot of tears if CM Punk signed a 5-year deal. Me, I would want to see it happen, but again, CM Punk's up there in the age. That would make him about 51 years old by the time that's all said and done. During WrestleMania week in Las Vegas, CM Punk admitted that the WWE is trying to lock him into a long-term deal, but he is not ready to jump in just yet. They're trying to get me to sign a 5-year deal, so I look at that and I go, guys, I don't know. While Punk admits he's physically aware of his aging, mentally he feels sharper than ever. Your body's going to give up on you way before your mind does. To me, my mind's never been sharper. I've never been more focused. The former AEW star and former WWE champion also said that part of the motivation to headline WrestleMania during this original WWE run had to do with money. So if I'm in the main event, I get paid more money. That does not exist anymore, he explained. Everybody's on flat salary, and we get paid stupid money for what we do. But even with that paycheck, Punk made it clear that he's not hurting for cash. I'm 46, and I don't need money at this point in my life, he says. So again, he'll be about 52 years old when it all is said and done. Now back in WWE after nearly a decade away and just days away from main eventing WrestleMania Night 1, we are going to get, despite WWE's push to secure him long term, the man who once walked away from the company is still weighing his options carefully. Now, CM Punk could stay for another 2 years in Wrestle, or they could sign him to a 4-year contract, maybe 3.5, 4 years, where he's very much a part-time performer, kind of like the deals that Brock Lesnar, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels and Triple H had during the end of their careers. So we're going to see how this is all going to materialize, but I want to know from you, do you want to see CM Punk for another 5 years in the WWE? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, and I would have to assume that that would also go along with a WWE Hall of Fame induction, as CM Punk is definitely a future Hall of Famer. Natalya dominated, WWE Stars dominated in Bloodsport with rage entrance, sharpshooting action, and post-fight chaos. Bloodsport returned. Chelsea Green's WrestleMania status is still in limbo as WWE floats multiple pitches for her. Again, there's a lot of rumors and speculation about a huge star being involved as one of the headliners of that show, as concerned, showing up and being the host of WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton reveals why losing to Charlotte Flair might be a good thing. How could that be a good thing? Naomi drops an F-bomb on fans ahead of the Jade Cargill match at WrestleMania 41. Jey Uso says that arena reactions matter more than internet opinions. He might have something to that. Triple H confirms, and this is huge, Triple H confirms NXT Europe is still in the works despite the long delay. Drew McIntyre explains why he hasn't brought back his Broken Dreams theme song yet. So could that mean that it will return? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we have a brand new first ever TNA International Champion after TNA Unbreakable. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Maclin crowned the first ever TNA International Champion. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the death of one John Klinger, who was found dead at just the age of 40. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinion. Very sad, very maddening, especially, guys, we always respect and we honor those that we lost, those that are no longer with us. We honor the wrestlers, the superstars, the athletes, whether it be WWE, WCW, NWA, NJP, whatever organization, whatever wrestling company it is. We talk about it, we bring it up, and we salute those, and we honor those, and we respect those who paved the damned way. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we got plenty more huge breaking stories that I am working on for each and every one of you, because if it weren't for you, there would be no show. And we don't just come out of the blue. We dominate the headlines, the opinions, the YouTubes. Seanzviewent is in it for each and every one of you. Subscribe.